Hey ladies and gentlemen, Simon here with another episode of The God of High School to watch. This is episode number 6, and I believe if it's a 12 episode season, it might be longer than that, but this is the halfway point. I'm not 100% certain how long this season is. But despite this actually being the least popular of the anime series on my channel, I actually enjoy this the most. This is my favourite show that I'm watching so far on my anime channel. And, you know, it's because the characters are just so relatable. Each of them are different. Each of them have got an interesting backstory. They've all got different motivations. But for me, Han is my favourite so far because he's a complex character, but he's also such a morally upstanding character. And yes, in his fight with Mira, he did go overboard, but, you know, he's human. Emotion got to him. You know, he was fighting with a purpose. He was fighting with pure passion. And, you know, obviously in the last episode, we learned that he'd been offered that contract to say, well, if you do win, we will give your friend this nanotech to try and heal him. Now, obviously that didn't work because it was too late. His friend passed away. And it really kind of shattered him, shattered his determination. And at one point he was going to give up. He was in the middle of the fight with Mori, and he got the news, and it looked like he was gonna just give up. And then good old Mira came along, and she was like, no you don't, get back in the fight for pride, fight for your friend, get out there and win. And although you know, ultimately he wasn't successful, I think, you know, he's gonna hold his head up high and be proud. And I really like the little after credit scene that we got, where he was, you know, sort of at his friend's grave, and you know, he was saying that he's finally made some other friends. You know, that was kind of the whole point, is that Han was historically someone who was very hard to make friends with because he was a very quiet, very reserved person, and it was this friend who came along and broke down those barriers and became the one person who was his friend. And in a way, Mori and Mira have done the same. And it's taken them a while to realise that, but they are friends. They are friends now. So the Seoul competition is over. The world competition, I believe, is going to be beginning soon, with Mori being the nominated fighter for Seoul. So it's going to be interesting to see where it goes. But we're going to jump in. Before we do, I want to say a big thank you to my Patreon super supporters: Frank Tremel, Karen Abel, Ace, Nick Walters, The 7 Deadly Sins, Damon Smallwood, Michael Y, IrishCal, and the newest Patreon super supporter, Richafa. So thank you very much for joining Patreon and being a super supporter, Richafa. Of course, if you want to watch all of my reactions in full, get other benefits, you can find Patreon in the description in the link below. So, without further ado, let's jump in and let's watch episode number 6. Oh, we're back with the cult, the church. That sounds like Park. Is that? Oh shit, that's Mori's granddad. Oh no. Okay. Sexy bomberers. They have very visible assets. A team? Okay, that's going to be interesting. So, hold on. What mirrors? Oh, this is the third place. Oh, okay. Oh, so the top 3 get to go in. Oh, well then it's got to be Mira, hasn't it? I didn't realise that the top 3 were going to go through. Oh. I think he's out. Nice one, Mira. So they're going to get to team up in the Nationals. That's awesome. He is such a cheerful kid. More tiger cubs. I'm assuming that's just like a name they have of people who have the gift that they're looking for. The six? Who are the six? There's lots of stuff happening in the background here that we are just not being told about yet. And it excites me. Oh, wow. But they finished in the top 2. Yeah, he didn't get to fight Mirror, did he? Nothing stopped me fighting them right now. Yeah, you don't look cool right now, Mori. Oh. Who was that? The 6. Is he the 6? Oh god, that was like what? Oh god. What? He just... What? Is that a sword? It existed before God? She needs to improve. She's fared best at the moment. Cuddy! Oh, it's the announcer. Oh, what a cute baby. Oh. Uh-oh. Wonder what his, yeah, what's his wish gonna be now? He's gonna try and muscle build in 2 weeks. Your grandma gave you that balloon right before she died? Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh no. He almost died for a balloon. Oh no. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, he used the... Oh shit. He was blinded by it? Mr. Bunny? You're being very creepy right now. What? Ah. So that's what those auras are. Kind of makes sense now they call it the god of high school. What happened to the security guard? I mean, I'm guessing these are the people who are going to be in the tournament. Oh, the 6. The great magician. Oh. So there's different members of the 6. Is there 6 of them? So I wonder if his grandfather is a member of that Nox group. Hired parents? Okay, off he goes. He's so excitable. No wonder he needs so much sleep. The power of God that can grant any wish. I thought that was just hyperbole. No, Mr. Sim is dead. Chungjong versus Seoul. Uh-oh, someone else has been killed. A Joker card. Oh shit. So a lot of new information, though I would be lying if I said I completely understood everything that was mentioned there. I'm surprised at how quickly everything really just came out. And sort of, I mean, not everything. There's still a lot going on in the background that is a little bit, we don't know much about, such as Nox. Who is Nox? They're obviously in direct opposition to this church that, originally I was thinking, right, Park must be like one of the leaders of this church. And, he's trying to find people to indoctrinate into their religion. And now we find out in this episode he's part of something called the Six, which seem to be like, I don't know whether they're kind of associated with the church or if they are independent, like in a strong group of maybe, for hire assassins, bounty hunters, who knows? But they appear to be in direct competition with this Nox group, who don't know who they are, don't know what they want. I'm going to assume it's linked to whatever the divine power is that, we've seen an example of. And I always kind of thought that, by calling it the God of High School and saying that the winner gets a wish, I kind of thought that was hyperbole. I thought it was kind of like, you can have whatever you want within the realms of reality, in the realms of what the people behind it can afford. You want $1 million? Here's $1 million. That kind of thing. Not an actual wish from God, which is what they're seemingly inferring more and more now. Also, with it being the regional tournaments that we've just seen, this is the national tournament, which I'm actually excited for them to show team groups. Like, I was thinking there was only one person who got through. I was sitting there thinking, oh, well, the winner gets to go through, but actually it was the top three, and I don't know if that was intentional or if that's something that they've had to change with the group structure coming in. But it's nice to see all three of Mori, Mirror, and Han get through. I think they'll make an excellent team. As much as they made interesting adversaries, I think they're going to make an even better team. And we got a little glimpse at some of the competitors, I think, just at the very end. Not really too much about who they are or what their fighting styles are like. But, this backstory now is starting to really pick up pace. We're seeing people killed. We saw a massive sword come from the heavens. I haven't got a clue what that was about, but I'm certain that must have been picked up on someone's radar. Satellite images, China, the US, Russia, someone must have, picked that up. And it was coming down right on Mori's grandfather, who, other than the first episode, we haven't seen him. Makes you wonder how he ties into all this. The church obviously are very much interested in him, but what are his existing affiliations with everything that's going on? And how is it going to tie back to Mori? It's going to be very interesting. Again, I'm still a little bit uncertain as to exactly what's going on here. It's not exactly crystal clear, but it's exciting. It's interesting. This is the first episode we've had where there's not been some kind of a fight. It feels a bit weird. I'm so used to like prepping up for like a really interesting fight scene and, you know, sort of trying to figure out who's going to win. But we need a bit of a breather before the Nationals. I then wonder, is it just the Nationals and then that's it? The winner is the winner? Or is there an international tournament? Because if it's not an international tournament, or if it is, then why did the American wrestler come over? But then why did they come over and do the regionals? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not going to question such things. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you for the next one.